For those of you listening at home, this is the What's on Sports podcast. We're being brought to you live on Facebook and YouTube, and we've also been downloaded thousands of times on your favorite podcast platforms. Go ahead and jump in and subscribe. Make sure you listen to all of our podcasts as they come out 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They're broadcast live on YouTube and Facebook at 10:30 in the morning. So if you guys want to jump on, that's Eastern time, jump on and join in on the chat. We always welcome that. Today is an NFL special. We're only talking about the NFL playoffs, and we're talking about our last game that we're going to talk about. It's the Rams and the Packers. And Lance, this is a good game. By the way, I just want to say something really quick too. You know, the Bills and the Ravens are a 3-point game. The Saints and the Buccaneers are a 3-point game. The Chiefs and the Browns are a 10-point game. So while I think the Chiefs have a chance to be upset by the Browns with the right circumstances, no one else seems to think so. A 10-point game in the playoffs is really not something you see very often. 10-point game. The Packers and the Rams is a 6.5-point game. I think it'll be closer to 7 by the time we actually hit game time. Packers, Rams, you take the Packers. Tell me their keys to winning on offense.
Okay, so let's play root cause analysis for and Davante Adams will get his opportunities to catch long passes. Aaron Jones will get his licks from the backfield. However, the key to the Packers offense coming into this divisional round game will be their offensive line, most especially the absence of one David Bakhtiari. They're all pro left tackle. So imagine the one protecting Aaron Rodgers' blind side will not play in this game, and that could be a huge factor if his replacement Billy Turner could not live up to expectations or could not neutralize that blind side of Aaron Rodgers, especially when you have a menacing Aaron Donald on the other side of the line. He is an unstoppable force that can just disrupt the line by his own. So I believe that Green Bay must do a team effort, a gang effort, to stop Aaron Donald and the rest of the Rams' offensive line to be able to to give Aaron Rodgers opportunities to make deep throws to Davante and to open holes for Aaron Jones to run through, and that will be the key advantage or a key factor that we must look into the Packers coming into this divisional round. If they can control that that line, especially from that blind side, wherein Donald can just come in multiple times and possibly has proven that he can dominate the game in any moment, then the Packers, bar none, will be able to win this game against the vaunted Rams defense.
So look, I think this is going to come down to something really simple, and I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. I think Green Bay's got the best offense in football. And I know a lot of people think it's Kansas City, but I think it's Green Bay. Green Bay can hit you at any point. But I'm not mad at what the Rams are doing. The Rams, as the season has gone on, have transformed themselves into a team that was kind of a pass-first team into a team that's really, really relying on the running back. Cam Akers has been quite a surprise as the season went on. I thought he was going to be a lot better earlier in the season, but they just didn't use him. But about the midway point, they started to find confidence in Akers, and they started using him in the passing game and the running game. He had 175 yards last week, which is the second most yards from scrimmage by a rookie in a playoff game ever. Now, you pair a team that can actually run the ball in the playoffs with a team that is the number one defense in football. The number one defense in football right now, it's not the Steelers, it's not the Saints, it's not the Ravens, it's the Rams. Statistically speaking, they are number one. Here's another fun fact. Aaron Rodgers is 0-4 in his last 4 starts when facing a team with the number one ranked total defense. Now that's amazing. So I think your offense is going to have a lot of problems, where I think the Rams offense is actually built to really, really play close to the Packers. Packers have trouble stopping the run. They had trouble stopping the run last year. San Francisco took them out of the playoffs simply for the fact that they couldn't stop the run. So Los Angeles, these Rams are built to actually take on the Packers. Jared Goff's got a broken thumb, so a lot of that comes into play where LA says to themselves, hey, we don't want to throw the ball too much, but we want to be able to mix it up and be able to run the ball. If Cam Akers has 120 yards or more, the Packers will lose this game. So it's got to be one of those things where the Packers go in and the Rams go in and try to get an early lead. Here's another quick statistic. Sean McVay has had the lead at halftime 37 different times. How many times do you think he's lost the game?
Guess once or twice.
He's never lost. He's had the lead 37 times. He has never lost. The odds of that, hang on, I figured out the odds. Let me dig this out of my phone because I did the math. Sean McVay's now 37-0 when leading at halftime. Using the win probability of those games at halftime, the odds that he won all 37 is 0.15%, or roughly 1 in 650. So you put 650 coaches and you put them 36-0 on that 37th win, 649 of them will lose. It's almost an impossibility the way he plays the game. He is the exact opposite of a Mike Tomlin, who will somehow lose a second half lead. The Packers are 6.5 point favorites. They could be in trouble here. This could be a huge upset weekend, I'm telling you. Let's talk about the Packers defense and how the Packers defense can stop the Los Angeles Rams.
Well, for the Packers defense, they can't afford to be complacent just because Jared Goff has an injured thumb. When healthy, Jared Goff can rack up the yardage, especially now that Cooper Kupp is also back and they have a healthy Robert Woods. But alluding to what you've mentioned earlier, I guess the key for the Packers defense is really to neutralize Cam Akers, be it as a receiver or a rusher. Once they shut down Cam Akers, then the Rams offense goes on into bunkers because they wouldn't have any other option but Goff trying to hit his receivers down the field. So they should have somebody who has a watchful eye on Cam Akers in all possessions. Not necessarily a linebacker, but somebody who can match Cam Akers in terms of speed and also power.
Yeah,
because he can also break tackles when he catches the ball. So that is the main priority for the Packers defense. I mean, the Rams can gain significant yardage through their passing game with a Kupp, with Woods, and but they can only do that effectively if Cam Akers is getting his yardage, be it from the backfield or as a receiver. If the Packers can shut down Cam Akers, which is a tough order, by the way, because of his speed and his agility and his power once he becomes a receiver. But once the Green Bay Packers can do that, then the Rams will be in shambles in this game.
So when you talk about the Rams and their ability to be able to stop what is maybe the best offense in football, the Rams, like I said, are the best defense in football. And as I mentioned before, Aaron Rodgers does not play well against really elite defenses, at least not in recent history. 0-4 against the top defense in the NFL in his last 4 attempts. This is a defense that's built to stop the Packers as well. Now, I know I said the offense was built to take on the Packers, but this is not a good matchup for the Packers. Jalen Ramsey could shut down whoever he wants to. I mean, that kid's got that kind of ability. I always hear about these people say, oh, so-and-so's a shutdown corner. This guy's a shutdown corner. Jalen Ramsey is truly an elite athlete. He's truly an elite type of mentality where he is not going to let you get the ball. He can shut down Davante Adams. He could slow down Davante Adams. Maybe not shut down, but he can definitely slow him down. I think it's going to make Aaron Rodgers look away from Davante a little more if they match up one-on-one. The other thing about the Rams is, I mean, obviously, as everybody knows, you got Aaron Donald up front, but Aaron Donald has brought up the play of a lot of the players around him. Like, even if you watched last week's playoff game when Aaron Donald got hurt, he hurt his back, the guys who came in for him just kept the pressure up. They have learned a lot there, whether it's how to be a professional, how to train, how to actually rush the passer, but they go deep on that defensive line. The Rams can put some pressure on you. Now, where the Rams could be hurt is in the run game a little bit, and that's not their forte, but they are really great at stopping the pass. So if the Packers go one-dimensional, or if the Rams somehow can put up a little lead and the Packers are forced to throw, this is going to be a rough day for Aaron Rodgers, who I personally think is the MVP of the league. So I think the Rams can do it because of defense. Running the ball in defense. This is a 6.5-point game. I think it could be a little closer than that. Listen, there's a lot of things that could change on this, but I feel like we have some really, really competitive and interesting games this weekend. I want to thank Lance Fernandez for joining us today on the show and going through this special NFL weekend What's on Sports podcast. Lance, thank you so much, man. You're the man.
As always, you can bet on it, John.
Thank you. We'll be talking soon. Lance Fernandez of What's on Sports. You guys go over to What's on Sports and read all of Lance's good stuff over there. He's constantly putting up new things. He's got a great article over there right now talking about the NFC, and I believe there's another one coming up later on today. It's a full review of the AFC teams. So you can go over and read that at What's on Sports and check out what's going on.